A Calgary man's body remains high atop Mount Everest tonight, nearly a week after he died while descending the world's highest peak. Friends say Frank Ziebart knew the risks of climbing to the top of the world without bottled oxygen. And as Reg Hampton reports, Calgary climbers who've also reached the world's highest peak say the decision to climb without the oxygen is a personal one, and no one is in a position to judge now.
He achieved his dream of reaching the top of the world. But shortly after conquering Everest, Frank Ziebart lost his life. Ziebart died on May 21st, just below the peak, overcome by altitude sickness. Fellow climbers tried to convince him to keep descending, but a delusional Ziebart could not be swayed. Calgary climber Jamie Clark knows the dangers of Everest. He reached the summit in 1997 and says the extreme altitude slowed him down in every way.
But you're not aware of it. You're not conscious that you're really being slowed down. So that's where one's experience comes to play, to understand what's happening and be aware of it and watch for the signals.
Ziebart, a 29-year-old who moved to Calgary from Germany 2 years ago, reached the peak without the aid of bottled oxygen. That's something most climbers don't attempt. Clark reached the peak with bottled oxygen, but he also attempted the climb without it. He didn't know Ziebart and says he doesn't want to play armchair quarterback.
And there's an ongoing debate about to climb with or without, and what technology to use and what shouldn't you use, and should you be in a tweed jacket with, nails pounded through your boots to really do it in proper style. And I think everybody lands on that scale in a different place.
MLA Dave Rodney has reached the summit of Everest twice. He says in both of his climbs, safety was the top priority.
I know that on both of my ascents, we really did all that we could to not only increase chances of success, but also safety. But we really can't make a judgment on someone else's decision at that place at that time.
But it does, again, a powerful reminder of the stakes or the rules of the game that you play on high mountains.
Ziebart's body will remain on the mountain, along with the remains of more than 200 climbers who have died on Everest over the years. Reg Hampton, CTV News, Calgary.